Alright, hi, good day everyone. So today we are going to be doing CSEC Maths Paper 1 Section 9, which is Vectors and Matrices. And we have from 2025 to May, June 2018. We will not find vectors and matrices in multiple choice before May, June 2018 because it was a new topic that was added into your MCQs when the syllabus changed in May, June 2018. Yeah, so let us now begin. We're going to start with May, June 2025, Paper 1, Section 9, numbers 27 to 30. Those are your numbers that test on vectors and matrices. Right, the first one said, given that A is 1, 3, negative 3, 3, 0, 5, then 3A means you're multiplying 3 by everything inside here. So if I have 3 by 1, 3, negative 3, 3, 0, 5, I'm multiplying 3 by each one. So 3 by 1 is 3, 3 by 3 is 9, 3 by 9 is 3 is negative 9, 3 by 3 is 9 again, 3 by 0 is 0, 3 by 5 is 15. So you're looking for this answer, which is A. The determinant of a 2 by 2 identity matrix. This is a rule that you're supposed to know. The determinant of an identity matrix is 1. Right, so for 28 the answer is A. For 29, this is a vectors question. Refers to the following diagram of a triangle OLM in which R is the midpoint of OL, then T is the midpoint of OM. Further, OR, O to R, going in this direction is A, and O to T, going in this direction, is B. Express in terms of AB. T, you want TL expressed in terms of AB. So what you're going to do is we're going to start from T and end at L. Now, obviously, it's very easy to go this way and then up. I would not do that because we don't know what is LM. I'm going to use what is known, right? So here, if I go, because R is your midpoint, I know R to L would be the same thing as O to R, so this would be vector A, right?
That's not hearing anything.
So, what we know is from O to L would be O to R, which is A, and R to L, which is also A. So from O to R, it will be, this whole entire thing is 2A. Yeah, this would be 2A. So if I want T to L, I'm going to go, let's go in blue, I'm going to go from T to O and then O to L. So let's write that down. We go from T to O plus O to L to get TL. What we do know is that OL is 2A, but we know O to T is B, right? But instead of O to T, we are going in the direction of T to O, which is the opposite direction. So therefore, this is going to be negative B. So this would be negative B plus 2A, which can be arranged as 2A minus B. So the answer would be B for number 29. And then 30, item 30 refers to the following matrix A in which A and B are constants. Right, so they give you the values. Matrix A maps point P25 onto point Q, negative 1, 2. The values of A and B are, now what you would do in this question, because the answer is already given to us, what we would do is put in these values, and what you should know is your object, so your transformation multiplied by object will give you your image. So therefore your transformation, they said, was 2AB negative 2 multiplied by your object, which is 2 on top, 5 at the bottom, to give you Q, which is negative 1, 2. So what you have to do is put in these values of A and B and multiply it by 2, 5 to see which one will give you negative 1, 2. right? So the first one is 1, 6, so you're going to have 2, 1, 6, negative 2, multiply by 2, 5. And let's see if they give you negative 1, 2. So it is row by column. So that's 2 multiplied by 2 plus 1 multiplied by 5. 2 by 2 is 4. 1 by 5 is 5. 4 plus 5 is 9. We want negative 1 on top. So cancel now this. It can't be that one. You don't have to finish the entire thing, but you do need to check to see if the top you get a negative 1. And then the bottom part, you'll check to see if you get 2. So this one here is 2 and A is negative 6. B is 1, negative 2, right? By 2, 5. Again, 2 by 2 is 4 plus negative 6 by 5. That would be 4 minus 30 is a whole negative 26. Therefore, this cannot be the answer. Right? And then let's try C. 2 by negative 6. 2 by negative 1. And then 6. Then 2. By 2, 5. Let's multiply 2 by 2. And then plus negative 1 by 5. So that's 4 minus 5 is in fact minus 1. So you get the top part. Let's check to see if you get the bottom part. That's this here by this here. So that's 6 by 2 plus 2 by 5. 6 2s are 12. Hold on, it's negative 2. Yeah, negative 12 plus 10 is negative 2. So you get your negative 1 on top, and you get negative 2 at the bottom. So this is not the answer. Let's check the last one. 2 minus 1, then negative 6, 2, negative 2. Hold on, I made a mistake here. 6 by 2 is 12, and then this is this negative 2. This is negative 2. Negative 2 by 5. So it is positive 12 minus 10, right? Which will give you the positive 2. Because I was like, that last one would not work either. So I made a mistake with this one. I put a negative in the wrong spot. Let's just do this over one more time. So you get your negative 1, and then it is 6 by 2 plus negative 2 by 5. So that is 12 plus minus 10, which is in fact 2. So you do get your negative 1 on top, your 2 at the bottom. So the answer would be C. Right? And that is the end of May, June 2025. Let's look at January 2025. Paper 1, which is 23 to 27 to 30. They want to find the determinant of P. Now, to find your determinant of a matrix, it is AB minus AD minus BC. So this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. So that's 2 3s are 6 minus 5 by minus 1 is minus 5. So that's 6 plus 5, which is 11. So the answer is D. This one here, the order is your number of rows multiplied by your number of columns. How many rows do we have? We have 3 rows. And how many columns do we have? So 1, 2, 3. And then how many columns? 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is 3 rows by 4 columns. So the answer would be C. Right, number 29. Item 29 refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram in which EF is parallel to HG and EH is parallel to GH. FG. EF is K and EH is M. Now, what we should know is that parallel lines have the same vector, right? So if they say EH is parallel to FG, then this is also M. And if EF is K, then HG is also K. Right? So if they want EG, it's up to you which direction you want to use. I'm going to use my red marker so you can see it. So we're going from E, you could go E to H, and then H to G. That would be M. So E to H is M, and then H to G is K. So that's K plus M or M plus K, same difference. It would be D is your last one. Right, and that's how you would do this. Then the last question, they said 5xy is equals to 4, 10, 20. Now when we multiply 5 by x is 5x, 5 by y is 5y, is equal to 4 by 10 is 40, 4 by 20 is 80. So 5x is equals to 40, so x would be 40. X would be 40 divided by 5, which is equals to 8. The only one that has 8 is B, so you don't even need to complete it. But if you did, y would be 80 divided by 5, which is in fact 16. So you know the answer is B. Right, and that's the end of January 2025. Let's look at May, June 2024. Right. First one here, this is a repeated question. We multiply 3 by each element. We got 3, 9, negative 9, 9, 0, 15. Right, determine the 2 by 2 identity matrix. I spoke about this earlier. Yeah, the determinant of identity matrix is 1. Right, this one here, let's do it P minus Q. So that's 3, 7 minus 2, 5. This is P, subtract Q. So this would be 3 minus 2, and then 7 minus 5. 3 minus 2 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, so it'll be 5, 2, which is C. This one here, again, parallel lines, parallel sides have equal matrix. So let's read it. Item 30 refers to the following parallelogram, WXYZ. In the parallelogram, XY is U, XW is V, R is the midpoint of YZ. So, because it's a parallelogram, parallel sides are the same vector. So, if XY is U, then WZ will also be U. If XW is V, then YZ will also be V, right? But we know R is the midpoint, so we know that YR is a half of V, and then RZ will also be a half of V because it's in the middle of that vector V. Right? Express RW. So you're going from here to here and then here to here. We know RZ is a half V. RW will be RZ plus ZW. RZ is 1/2 V, and then Z to U, because we're going in the opposite direction, it will be minus U. The only one as that is A. And that is the end of May, June 2024. Let's look at January 2024. P, which is 237 minus 2Q. Now, if we know what is 2Q, this would be 2 multiplied by minus 2, and then 2 multiplied by 5. This is negative 410. So it will be 37 minus negative 410. So that is 3 minus minus 4 is 3 plus 4, which is 7. And then 7 minus 10. 3 minus minus 4 is 3 plus 4, which is 7. And 7 minus 10 is negative 3. So it is 7, negative 3, which is C is the answer. Item 28 refers to the following diagram of parallelograms in which EF is parallel to, we did this question just now, and I believe the answer was K plus M. So you're going to know EH, oh no, EH is M. You want EG. So you're going from E to H, H to G. We know this as well is K, so it'll be M plus K or K plus M, same It's the same thing, right? Then this question we just now did, we said that 5x is equals to 40 and 5y is equals to 80. So x is 8 while y is 16. The inverse, now this is a formula that you have to remember, 1 over your determinant of AD minus BC by D on top here, A at the bottom here, minus B minus C. So that'll be, this is position of A, B, C, D. That will be 1 over AD is 7. 4 2s are 8 minus BC, that's 7. Hold on. 4 2s are 8. 1 by 7 is 7. And then we interchange A and D. So 4 is on top here, 2 is at the bottom here, and then minus 1 minus 7. This will be 1 over 1 by this. So we know the answer would be 4 by 4 negative 1 negative 7, 2. The answer would be D. And that is the end of January 2024 vectors and matrices section. Let's look at May, June 2023. The order of this, again, a repeated question. We have 3 rows by 4 columns. The determinant of P, again, determinant is AD minus BC. So this is A, this is B, this is C, this is D. AD, which is 8 5s are 40 minus 6 7s are 42. So you will get negative 2. So the answer is negative 2, which is B. This one here, which is a repeated question, but I'm not 100% sure, it would be 3 7 subtract Q, which is minus 2 5. Right? A minus, so it'll 3 minus minus 2, 7 minus 5. That is 3 minus minus 2 is 5. 7 minus 5 is 2. So the answer is C, 5 2. Right? They want RM. So item 30 refers to the following diagram of triangle OLM in which R is the midpoint. If OR is A, then RL will also be A. And then say OT is B, so therefore TM will also be B. Right? They want RM, so you're going from R to O, O to M. Now O to M will be 2 sets of B's. So we know that RM is going to be RO plus OM, because we know OR is A, but we're not going from O to R, we're going in the opposite direction. That A is going to be multiplied by negative 1, so it'll be negative A plus OM, which is 2B. And that would be an answer for 30. Right, so now we're going to be doing January 2023, section 9, 27 to 30, 27. If you're this here, when you see 2 straight lines like that, it means it's determinant. So when your determinant, M-I-N-E-N-T, is equals to 0, this is a singular matrix. Singular matrix. Usually they would tell you identity matrix where the determinant is 1, but because it's equal to 0, that's a singular matrix, so that's B. This one here is how many rows by how many columns. It's 3 rows by 4 columns. Right, this one here, minus P minus 2Q, would be negative 3 2 minus negative 1 4. Just putting in the values. That's negative 3 minus minus 1, negative 2 minus 4. So minus 3 minus minus 1 is negative 3 plus 1, which is negative 2. Hold on. think. Okay, I saw my mistake. The question, nothing is wrong with the question. The question is minus P, which is 3, 2, minus 2Q, which would be 2 by minus 1, 4. So that's minus 3 minus 2. Minus 2 by minus 1 is plus 1. Plus 2, sorry. And then minus 2 by 4 is minus, 4 2s are 8. Minus 3 plus 2, this would be minus 1. And then minus 2 minus 8 is minus 10. So the answer here is D. Item 30 refers to the following diagram of OLM in which R is a midpoint of OL. Further, vector OR, this here vector OR is 3A minus 2B. And then OM, that's this vector here, is 2A plus 3B. Alright, so if OR is 3A plus 2B, then RL will also be 3A minus 2B. Therefore, OL would be two sets of this, which is 6A minus 4B. Right? 6A minus 4B. And they want LM. So we're going from L, go down here, then go across like this. So OL is 6A minus 4B, but LO would be the opposite. The opposite of positive 6 is minus 6A. Opposite of minus 4B is plus 4B. Right? And then, so it is LM would be LO plus OM. LO is minus 6A plus 4B, and OM is plus 2A plus 3B. Right? So we group like letters as 6A plus 2A plus 4B plus 3B. 6 minus 6 plus 2 is negative 4A. And 4 plus 3 is 7B. Right? So you want negative 4A and 7B. The only answer there will be B here. Right, and that's the end of January 2023. Let's look at May, June 2022, section 9. We did this question 3 by each element here, 3 by 1, 3 by 3, 3 by negative 3, 3 by 3, 3 by 0, 3 by 15. That would be A. The determinant of a 2 by 2 matrix, identity matrix, is 1. If its identity is 1, if it is a singular matrix, the determinant is 0. Then this one here, P minus Q, that's 3 minus minus 2, and then 7 minus 5. So this would be 3 plus 2 is 5, 7 minus 5 is 2, so the answer would be C. Item 30 refers for we did this question already. I believe the answer is A, but let's check it out. They want Y, hold on. They want WR. So want to go from W to R. So it's W to Z and Z to R. That's WZ is W to Z plus Z to R. Right? Because the parallelogram, this here is opposite, so this is U. And because this here is, this is V, but because it's a half, this would be a half V. But that is only R to Z. We want Z to R, which is the opposite direction. So this will be U minus a half V. Right? Which would be A is the answer. And that is the end of January 2022. Let's look at January 2020. That's the end of May, June 2022. Let's look at January 2022. P minus Q, that's 3 minus minus 2, that's 3 plus 2, which is 5. And then 7 minus 5 is 7 minus 5 is 2. So that would be 5, 2, which is C. K.
So Miss, we be adding it.
Let's just show the working for this. Is 3, 7 minus, let's put this in brackets, negative 2, 5. So this will become 3 minus minus 2, and then 7 minus 5. 3 minus minus 2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5, right? And 7 minus 5 is 2. So that's how I would get C, which is 5, 2. Understand?
Yes, Miss.
Alright, great. Now then this one, item 28, refers to the following diagram of a parallelogram. Again, this is a repeated question. I think the answer is K plus M, but let's just pay attention. This is K and this is M. Opposite sides are parallel to each other and equal to each other. Right? So if I want EG, I would go from here to here and here to here. That's M plus K, which is K plus M. Same thing as K plus M. Right? This one is a repeated question. We said 5x is 40 because it said 4 by 10, 20. So 5x is equals to 40. So x would be equals to 8. That was B. We even need to do the second part here. This one here, you have to multiply 1, 3, negative 3, 3, 0, 5. Right? By 3, 0, 2, 1, 0, 5. This is 2 rows by 3 columns, and this is 3 rows by 2 columns. They are equal, so you're going to be getting, the result would be a 2 by 2 matrix. So it's row 1 by column 1, so 1 by 3 plus, you go to the next element, 3 by 2 plus negative 3 by 0. That is 3 2s are 6, that's 9. Right, and row by this column here, that is 1 by 0 plus 3 by 1 plus negative 3 by 5. Right, that is 1 by 0 is 0 plus 3 minus 3 5s are 15. So 3 minus 15 is minus 12. So 9 and minus 12 can't be this one, can't be this one. It's either B or C, right? We have 3 by 3 plus 0 by 2 plus 5 by 0. 3 3s are 9. This one also has 9. So it could be either one. As the last one, it's up to this one, last row by your second column, right? That's 3 by 0 plus 0 by 1 plus 3 by 0, 0 by 1 plus 5 by 5. This is 0, 5 by 5 is 25. So you're looking for 9, negative 12, 25, and when we multiply this, we got 9. Hold on, this one don't even have negative 9 here, so the answer would be D. Through process of elimination, you didn't even need to do that last one, right? D would be your answer, and that is the end of January 2022. Let's look at May, June 2021. This is a repeated question. 3 rows by 4 columns. Determinant of an identity matrix is 1 is only if it's a singular matrix, so it will be 0. That is 3 minus 2 by minus 1. And then 2 minus 2 by 4. So this would be 3 plus 2, which is 5. And then this would be 2 minus, what is that, 8? 2 minus 8 is, hold on, 4 to the 8, and you get 2 minus 8 is negative 6. So the answer is D. Right? Item 30 refers to the following Venn diagram. Again, this is a repeated question, right? We want RM, so that's R to O, O to M, that's negative A, and then O to M would be 2B. So negative A plus 2B, so it's A. That is the end of May, June 2021. Let's look at January 2021. When your determinant is equal to 0, it's a singular matrix. Right? What is the order? It's 3 rows by 4 columns. 3 rows by 4 columns. Then this one here, this is a repeated question. If you guys can remember it, you can, but I would say always work it out because they may change it up. Minus 3, 2, minus 2 by minus 1, 4. So that is negative 3, negative 2, negative 2 by negative 1 is plus 2, negative, so that is minus 8. So that's negative 1 and negative 10. D is the answer. Then this one here, A, B, they want LM. Going from here to here. We know that OR is A and RL is also A and OT is B and this is also B. So if we're going in the opposite direction, it would be, L to O, L to O, and then O to M. L to O is negative 2A plus 2B. So that would be negative 2A plus 2B, which would be D. And that's the end of January 2021. Let's look at January 2020. P minus Q, that would be, this is a next repeated question, that's 3 minus minus 2, bottom 7 minus 5. 3 minus minus 2 is 3 plus 2, which is 5. 7 minus 5 is 7 minus 5 is 2, so the answer is C. Very good. This one is a repeated question. They want kg. This is also k. So it's k to h, h to g. That's e, m plus k, which is a. Alright, this one here, repeated question. We know that x was 8. We said 5x is equals to 40, so x would be 40 divided by 5. This one here, if I recall, it was it was 9, negative 12, 9, 25. Let's go back. 9, negative 12, 9, 25. 9, negative 12, 9, 25. So the answer is A for this one. Then we're finished with January 2020. Let's go to May, June 2019. Two matrix A and B are conformable in multiplication. That is, if the number of columns in the first matrix is equal to the number of rows in the second matrix. So the number of columns in A is equal to the number of rows in B. So that would be B is the answer. The determinant of identity matrix, this is something that you need to know, is 1. This one here, P minus Q, we just noted that question, that's 3 minus negative 2, which would be 5, and then that's 2 minus 2 by 4, so 2 plus 4 is 2 minus 4 is 2 minus 4 minus 8, is equals to minus 6. So it'll be minus 6, and then 3 plus 2 is 5. So the answer is D. WR, again, I think this is something that we did already. So it's W to Z and Z to R. W to Z is U, and Z to R is a half of V. Hold on. Z to R, no, it would be Z to W to Z plus Z plus W to Z plus W, Z to R. W to Z is U plus Z to R would be, again, we know that, what did they tell you about YZ is V, but we're going in the opposite direction. Oh, no, we're not. Going Z. Yeah, we're going in the opposite direction. So it will be minus a half V, which is E. And that's the end of January 20. That's the end of May, June 2018. Let's look at January 2018. If your determinant is equal to 0, then it is a singular matrix. What's the order of this matrix product? If this is 2 rows by 3 columns and this is 3 rows by 2 columns, the number of columns and the number of rows are equal, and if they are equal, therefore they are conformable to multiplication. So it'll be a 2 by 2 product. Right, then we have minus b minus 2 minus p minus 2q, so that is minus p is minus 3 minus 2. Right, and then we have minus 2 by minus 1 4, so it's minus 3 minus 2 minus 1 is plus 2, and minus 2 minus 4 is equal to minus 3 plus 2 is negative 1, and then we have, oh shucks, this is 8, this is 8. So it would be negative 1, negative 10. Alright, this one here, alright. Okay, so for this one, again, it's a parallelogram, right? So opposite sides are parallel. So in a parallelogram, R is the midpoint of XY, right? So therefore, this side can also be labeled as XY, and this side would also be labeled as WZ, right? Just depends, because the sides are parallel. So if I want ZR, Z to R, I would go Z to Y. So they don't have no Y here, so we know we're not going in that route. So we will have to use the next route. Let's erase this. We will have to go Z to W, and then W to X. Hold on. So let's look at it. To get Z to R, we're going Z to Y and Y to R. Right? Now, we know that this side here, ZY, is the same thing as WX. Right? So we looking for WX, not a half, so this is out. So it's either A or B. And because we are going from, so we have WZ, we're going here, right in that direction. This is WZ. If we're going opposite WZ, this will turn to negative, so will not be add, so it'll be B, WX minus a half WZ. Right? This is WZ and this is XY. Right? So they use, and this is WX and this is ZY. Right? They are parallel and equal. So we are going from Z to Y, which is known as W to X, and then X to R, except they don't have X, so it'll be X to That's not y. We're calling this x to y, but it does not have x to y. It has y, w to z. Right? We're comparing it to this. So this would be going w to z, and the opposite direction, that's why it's minus. Right? And it's half of it. That is the end of January 28, 19. Let's look at this question. What is the order of this matrix Q? 3 rows by 1, 2, 3, 4, 3 by 4 columns. A, the determinant of P, which is A, B, C, D. This is AD minus BC, which is 8 by 5 minus 6 by 7, which is negative 2. This is 40 minus 42, which is a repeated question. This one here, P minus 2Q, that's 3 minus 1, and then 2 minus 2, 4. So that's 3 plus 2, and then 2 minus 8, which is equals to minus 6. So it'll be 5 minus 6, which is 8. This one here, they want ZR. So ZY is known as WX, right? So WX, we're going in the opposite direction of WZ. So it'll be negative a half WZ. So the answer is A for this one. Right? And that is the end of vectors and matrices 2025 to 2018, numbers 27 to 30.